Hello, I'm Arispa Valdez.
And I'm Dan Wetzel.
And we are here with the WHYY Young Journalists. During recent protests, there has been millennials wanting the voting age to change from 18.
So we sent out Ezra and Stevie to the streets to see how American citizens think about this controversy.
Hello, it's Ezra Greenberg.
And Stefan Broussard.
From WHYY Youth. Today we'll be going around the streets of Philadelphia to learn about how the general populace views the minimum voting age. In light of recent school shootings, minors across the nation are struggling to have their concerns heard by their elected officials. Some groups of people are advocating to lower the voting age to as low as 16 years old.
I think the minimum age to vote should remain at 18 years of age.
18-ish.
If we wanted to make it lower, it could be 16.
By the time you're 18 is when you're graduating high school, and I think by then you should have gotten a good background of civics and knowledge of history of the United States. So I think by 18 you are informed enough to make a good decision.
You drive, you vote.
When I was younger, I used to think why can't I vote? I was an idiot.
Some were in support of youth votes being weighted differently than adult votes, while others thought the idea was unfair.
Maybe worth half a vote or something like that, just because sometimes kids do follow crowds.
No, because that's a precedent that some people's opinions are worth more than others. I don't want to go down that path.
It would just make more sense for them to not be completely full responsibility.
Some people we spoke to had alternative ideas to lowering the voting age.
I think given the relationship between children and their parents, that if they have a good relationship, that parents should listen to their children's voice.
I think that the immigration test that they give people, gaining citizenship in the country, I think everybody should have to take that test before you vote.
So I think age is the best we can do.
Someone in Philadelphia is going to have a very different experience and understanding of what their rights are in the voting process than someone from a very small town.
I think my main concern would be, once again, them following other people's choices.
Kids might know what the hot topics are and what's trending and may want to go with the flow and maybe not be what's right for a long period of time.
The right to vote comes with responsibilities of the vote.
So I teach 8th grade students, and so they go to about 14 years old. And many of them have really informed opinions about government and about current issues, but I still think they need a couple more years of knowledge and background before they actually vote.
May not be knowledgeable about the topics that they're talking about.
Our times are tricky right now.
Some towns, like Greenbelt, Maryland, have changed their voting age to 16 for their local elections. Will the rest of the country follow in this trend, or will the voting age stay at 18?
It's really not an easy question to answer. I hope that things will change in a direction that favors our children and how they're growing up.
I'm Stefan.
And this is Ezra.
Signing off, WHYY.